We are a group of student leaders in Mindanao State University Iligan Institute of Technology who vow to counter violent extremism through community engagement by means of arts, community service, social media, and education.
These are the stories dedicated to challenge violent extremism. It's in knowing the diversity of how everybody's thoughts work that makes it easier for us to understand people from different walks of life and how we can act upon our own beliefs.
Because it is from these stories that we can actually learn the beauty of our diversity.
I see the world now as heavily divided. There is massive polarization between different viewpoints with lack of understanding of which one is right or which one should be the one we should value. So I think we as a society should give awareness for every individual viewpoint so that we don't discriminate, and that in order for us to progress, it's much better if we understand one another.
Art is like water, so it will take the shape of whatever container you put it in, and that's really powerful. So, kasi my art is music, and everyone listens to music, songs, and there are really other subtle ways to promote or set up your message on what ideology you have instead of going to violence. So, for example, my belief is that nature should be preserved, should be protected. I can always put that into song, and people will hear it, and then they will understand what my advocacy is, my ideology. Instead of like marching underneath the sun, or protesting, or again doing physical damage. So yeah, that's what music can do. Again, because music is like water. So whatever container you put into, whatever or however you package it, then people will listen to it, and then they will get what you are trying to say. And again, that for me is one subtle way of delivering what your ideology is or what you believe in.
Kuha kaning ako palanta karon na ako i-prove gamay. Nairo akong prove kay sa una negosyo ko ginagmay pa man. Yung karon nagkanamo ko pa man na i-prove gamay lang bitaw.
Ano yung sa tingin ko kung yung mga namamahala sa ngayon ay alam ko yung una ay masyadong negative yung pagtingin sa kung paano sila mamahala, pero sa kabila ng mga negatibong resulta or kung ano man yung pagtingin ng mga tao sa kanila, sa tingin ko andoon naman yung goal na bakit nila ginagawa yung ganito mga bagay, bakit ganito yung kaparaanan ng pamamalakad nila, ay dahil sa may isang tunguhin lamang sila na kung saan siguro hindi man natin maintindihan sa ngayon, subalit kung ano man yung ginagawa ay para sa lahat, para sa kapakanan ng lahat. At yun lang, dapat lang sigurong tingnan ang lahat ng ito sa positibong kaparaanan upang hindi magkaroon ng negatibong resulta at upang magkaroon ng pagkakaisa sa lahat. Yung mga namamahala sa ngayon ay iba-iba ng approach, iba-iba ng kaparaanan sa kung paano nila maaating yung mga ninanais nila. So, yun lang.
Ako lang siguro ma-point out what are the youths today is that siguro ay lang pakialam sa social issues and problems. Some are passive, apathetic, but what is interesting is a lot of youth is so active in involvement and kaya karon sa community extension program, there are several student organizations involved and expressing their active and interests in that particular area. So maybe there are a lot of issues both in the aspect of the youth today na need sila ma-aware sa uban pang aspeto, areas nga where gikinahanglan yun na ilang attention o kanailang mga itunan sa sulod sa classroom na diha nato na siya pwede apply. So, bolong to siya kung maingon.
Okay, so as a member of the LGBT community, specifically being a gay living in the society in the Philippines, I have experienced a lot of discriminations, especially towards men. Every time I walk to the street, everywhere I go, there are discriminations and there are scoldings around. And how do I overcome this? It starts within ourselves because I believe that respect is gained, it's not given. Now if you want to be respected, show to the people that you want to be respected and be an ideal person that you are going to show to the world, the universe, that you are beautiful and you exist in this world and you have a purpose. And being gay is, we are the color, we give color, happiness, and we are the color of the world. Without us, the world is nothing.
Katarbaho ako mga anak, na makatabang sila namo. Kaya amo naman silang ipahuman pag eskwela. Mura ng pangandoy sa mga tigulang.
Akong kadukan gang usa kanang droga. Ang gusto nako nga may tabo nga kanang akong mga anak, mga laki ng isla. Gusto nako nga wala sila anak nga bisyo. Kay kanang nga bisyo dili na kayo para sa mga batanon. Ang gusto nako nga mahitabo sa akong mga anak nga wala sila anak, then tapos kanang tarong ang ilahang kuan ba, dagan sa ilang kinabuhi.
Ang kalipay sama na limang ako kalipay ko mama ako papa at ate kami nagtulak budget basketball.
Okay, hi. I think the role of women in countering violent extremism is very important, not just because we're women, but because we're human beings. Like, for example, there are a lot of countries that are very conflicted wherein women are oppressed, like in India, but politically, socially, they are oppressed, even in dark alleys and in whatever aspect of their society. But it took a lot of women for them to fight, and although it's not yet successful, I think it's very valuable that women are taking a step in fighting patriarchy. Like, for example, Gulabi Gang, who's taking it in a very next level, and I think it's necessary in that specific context. We also have to recognize the role of women in history who actually prove to the world that sometimes in order for women to break the glass ceiling, it doesn't take another people to fight for them because they can do it by themselves. And this is very important because in terms of breaking this glass ceiling and fighting patriarchy, we have to send a strong message that women are not just examples of beautiful creators, but are also creators who can fight for the things that they believe in and the things that makes them human beings. Thank you.
Saan kalipay para sa inyo ato?
Family. Sama kay family gud siya. Kay wala man jud kay laing daganan, wala kay laing dili mo mabungkag kung dili mo strong bitaw sa imong pamilya. Bahala kung nakay problema, una man yung maduulan kay pamilya man jud.
Agalite, unsa kalinaw pud para sa inyo ha?
Ang pagsinugtanay sa pamilya. Inaw na pagtanay inaw yun ang pamilya ng anang pamilya.
I vow to make a difference.
I vow to be the bearer of hope, the torch of love, and the catalyst for change.
I vow to build bridges instead of burning them.
I vow to use the scissors of knowledge in order to cut the deepest root of extremism